Hey everybody and welcome to Bandits Let's Sculpt January, the final episode. We are here, we made it. How is everybody doing? I'm just gonna check if the stream's working. Why am I yelling? I'm just very excited and tired at the same time. I actually wanted to start streaming earlier today, but it's already 2 o'clock. But it's gonna be a little bit of a longer stream today because we're gonna finish up SculptJanuary. That means making the sculpt of today and also finishing the rest of the sculpts. So we're actually gonna make 2 sculpts today. So I'm not gonna so we'll see how we'll just see how it goes, right? So what do we want to do today? Okay, there's 2 sculpts I still need to do. So there's this one, and I need to redo the crystalline one. Hey SD, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Then there is 2 more that I want to relight and repolish. I might do that off stream though, because it's kind of more polished. It's not sculpting, depending on how everything goes. So then tomorrow I can like put everything online and everything is done and SculptJanuary, because I don't want to. I want to finish. I might even do that tonight. I do have some free time tonight, so I might do it tonight because I have so much work next week and this weekend, and I still need to prep some stuff that if I delay doing all this, then it will only be finished by the end of February. And it's called January, not Sculpt February. But that should also be a thing. Not sure if I'd survive that, but so. Because then tomorrow also a update video will be uploaded to the channel. So that'll be exciting. With some announcements on how we're going to tackle some things. Okay, so the thing I want to do... oh boy. The topic is divine, and what is more divine than Benedict Cumberbatch? I was kind of thinking about, like, maybe I could make a god character, or maybe I could make Zeus from Hercules, could also be fun. But I actually wanted to do the... there's a lot of fan art of Sherlock, Benedict Cumberbatch's Sherlock, but more in the Disney style. And I think it needs a 3D-fication. So I made the mistake of, in Pinterest, searching for Sherlock fan art and finding Sherlock and Watson in a lot of compromising positions. The thing I really like is that the show really acknowledged that exists and kind of made fun about it. But I'm actually looking for... I should look up character art, because I'm really looking for a more stylized version of Sherlock that we can, you know, do. And it's kind of hard to find, because I can remember so many pieces I've seen in the past, like that would have been perfect reference, but now it's kind of like I kind of have to look for it a little bit more. There we go. That's a nice one. Some bit more realistic one, but it doesn't really matter. Alright. And let's just jump right into it. Hello, beautiful bastards. Hope you have a fantastic Friday. My name is not Philip DeFranco. I'm not that sexy. I'm not a sexy dad. Okay, let's just save this first in the right folder. For once, let's do our last. I already fudged it up. Rename. Oh, you can rename folders in Blender now. That's nice. Okay, and then divine 01. There we go. All right. So I'm not gonna use a snake hook this time because I need to apparently learn not to use that. So I'm just gonna go. Use the blob brush and start making a basic head shape. Kind of fits our character. Yeah, this might be my masterpiece, or this might be like a terrible ending to a terrible, terrible series. Nah, just kidding. We'll see how it goes. I'm doing things with the wrong brush here. I'm just trying to find my shapes first here, my very, very basic shapes. Of course, we all know Benedict Cumberbatch for his magnificent cheekbones. So I'm not going to do a realistic likeness. It's more going to be like a recognizable fan art character. So bring in those long cheeks, this long like jaw. There we go. And then we also want to bring in a neck. I'm already going to do the neck separately. I'm going to do things a little bit different today. We're going to curse the world origin. I'm just going to make a cylinder. And we're just going to place that on the right place. Something like that. So we also already want to think of the pose a little bit. Sure. And then I just want to add a cube. It's going to be his shoulders. And I am going to join these two up, but I'm going to pose them a little bit. There we go. So I'm going to join these two up though. Go to sculpt mode. That should still be fine. Go to remesh 0.01. Smooth normals. Remesh this. And then we can very easily take our brush here and start smoothing. I need to flatten brush things out here. There we go. Not my favorite type of work, but you know. There we go. Just remesh it again. That's a weird smiley, SD. What are you on about? Am I? Yeah. I'm gonna go to object mode and I'm gonna apply the scale for a second, because if we look here, scale is a bit disproportionate. That's why I get these weird artifacts here, I guess. I'm gonna remesh it again. Because I might even add the clothes and such. I know, and he has curly hair, so hopefully that might make things a little bit easier. Though I highly doubt it. But we do not want to, I don't want to spend like a crazy amount of time on this one. Like equal amount than the others. Like if we get this done by 4 o'clock, then we can, because we're gonna make 2 sculpts today, so it's kind of yeah, the real evildoer here. I already have also have the idea for I'm also gonna try and find a side view of something of the same caliber. What is wrong with the internet? I mean, Sherlock being gay is one thing. Sure, I can get down with that. But why do they have to be gay with his brother? My God. Yeah, I guess this will do. He has a very outsticking nose. He has eyebrows for days. We can even like kind of stick that out. permanent angry face. It's like a husky. Of course, we want to kind of think of our bone or skeletal build here. What did I? This goes here. Then of course we have our ear here. I should find a better way to make an ear because I always like have to fudge so much. I think it's better if I just, yeah. Still. Easy ways to sculpt an ear. Yeah, and it's also about like bringing the shapes in here and really trying to because I don't want to like detail it and have all the proportions correct. Well, best case scenario is it would be that way, right? That everything is right from the start. Cumberbatch. I'm also gonna look a little bit at his pictures because, you know, they kind of make the characters. This out like this. I'm gonna remesh it with a little bit more detail. We might go a little bit crazier on this, just for the sake of, you know, not having to remesh too much. Where is all people? I don't know. It's the final episode, man, but it's Friday. I get it. Maybe I announced it wrong, but you know, people join along the stream. First 10 minutes is never that hot. It's gonna be a longer stream. We have time for people to join. Maybe everybody left me. Can't handle saying goodbye. I'm not gone though. Don't quote me on that. Alright, let's bring in some ice. Some beautiful eyes. I definitely look forward to making longer projects because I'm always like, if I can make this in one afternoon, imagine what I can do in a day or 2 days, you know. That eye's a little bit too deep. I'm only gonna mirror it. It's gonna give me a better look at. It should always like be like an eye in between somewhat, but also it should kind of connect to the edge. Go a little bit more in there. I'm gonna shade flat for now, yeah. And we can go into sculpt mode of the head. And kind of create a lower eyebrow. And he has this connected kind of to his. So it's gonna be a little bit more of a realistic sculpt. Well, proportionate wise. A little bit too angry. These are all things that kind of show once you start putting in the detail. Like, that's why I don't like to rough out, because either it's maybe the lack of experience, I guess, or it's just like the simple fact that, you know, you can only start reading the expression once you start pulling more detail into it. Well, for me at least, that's true. I know people there that can make a base mesh that's already 100% correct, but not me, no siree. Create some lower eyelets here, and then we're gonna have to have our eyelets here kind of go into the also this part is a little bit too sharp, so it doesn't go inwards a little bit. Use a flatten brush and simplify things a little bit. Maybe we'll bring some lips in there. So we got our just gonna bring in the shapes. Alright. Alright, now we can start to oops. Flatten out here. Yes, very crazy lips. Definitely a little bit shaped like this. Go more to a point. Flatten this out. I have to remeasure in a second once I get the basic shape in here. Definitely something wrong with the proportions here. Let's remesh and fix our proportions. Don't give up. I'll never give up. Hi Joe, how you doing? Welcome back to the stream. And we're just gonna, you know, he has a much bigger chin. Also, like, kind of, this chin should be a little bit more hard. It's not too hard. So to kind of have this unintentional double chin here. So I'm gonna remove that. Simple shapes. I'm gonna focus on the simple shapes first. Lips a little bit too out there, but I do want to capture this fan art a little bit, so just kind of fatten this up here. Fatten the lower lip so we can kind of have. Kind of have to bring this more forward, I think. The jaw a little bit back. Let's go to our side view here. Whoops, side view here. And he definitely has a little bit of an underbite, so it's overbite, so it seems. I'm also gonna. Less defined. Use the flatten brush here. Oops, too much. A little bit more cheek here. We're not there yet, but let's see here. Definitely have like this head is also a bit big at the moment. Let's increase the shoulder a little bit. That's a little bit too much. The bust. Still. I mean, his ears way too big, yeah. Let's go a little bit forward. We're still a long way away from clearing this look like anything. What I'm gonna do is add a rough estimation of his hair already. So I'm gonna add a UV sphere. Around here. Oh, let's do it like this. Sculpt mode. We first with X mirror can remesh real quickly. 0.02. And define the hairline a little bit. Like that one YouTuber says, the mask of the face. I forgot his name. It's really good. Just gonna use the snake hook tool to kind of bring this back. Okay, can I remesh this? To where the hair somewhat ends. Inflate this, remesh it, and start sculpting away. And then something like this, yeah, sure. Then I'm gonna turn off make X mirror, and then kinda estimate, give him a sick hairdo. Just gonna use the inflate brush here. It's gonna remesh for a second. A little bit more here. Oh. Is curly, so okay. I want to simplify this, of course. Let's have it like a crazy amount here. Does like kind of swing out at the end there. Kind of make yeah, there we go. It's rough, but you know, that's all we need. 4 now to kind of get an idea. It's gonna help with refining the details, you know. Cool. Let's go back to scope mode. Let's turn on our X mirror. Let's create more of the shape of the eyes. We're only gonna make a rough estimation of where the eyebrows go. It's gonna help us a little bit. Something like this. I'm gonna see if I have the eyes correct now. There's gonna be a moment, hopefully, that we'll look at it and suddenly it's like, oh yeah, we see it now. You're sculpting yourself. No. But that's a good compliment. If I had that jawline or those cheeks, I'm sculpting Benedict Cumberbatch. So I'm either taking it as a compliment or an insult to my sculpted phone. Hello from India. How you doing? Hey, Borgaf. Also, Breaker Versions. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. No, I'm we're not there yet, but I'm doing a stylized version of Benedict Cumberbatch. He has, yeah, I think one thing that's definitely missing is, and I might add it actually to the face more. He has a weaker chin, somewhat. So just gonna add that here. Definitely like a bigger nose. Oops. Gonna pull out the eyebrows a little bit more. Let's see if I can have a better one here. This is pretty good. Yeah, okay. Okay. Now it's just comparing and trying to approximate the lines I see on my reference. I'm just gonna really, the ears are lower. Stop around. You know, it's just comparing, like seeing where one thing ends, where the other begins, kind of trying to approach how long things should be. Yeah, maybe a harder chin a little bit. Just gonna create a shape in here. And we can play with that a little bit more. He definitely has a too hard of a chin. It's a little bit too disproportionate at the moment. I have to look from a little bit farther. Yeah, he definitely has like, should look at more photo reference. Yeah. Getting closer, definitely. Benedict Cumberbatch reference? That would be a thing. Oh, this is a good reference. This is a very good reference, yeah. Okay, so there's this. Like, he has a little bit too much Patrick Swayze in him at the moment. Trying to fix it. Just gonna simplify the forms a little bit. I'm also gonna like kind of simplify this. Really quickly gonna bring in some fake eyebrows here. Kind of see what we're doing here. Flatten that. We're gonna bring in some better eyebrows later on, but it's just like cheekbones are a little bit lower. A lot of features need to be a little bit more rounded off. I'm doing fine, by the way. I'm doing just dandy. I think. Like, he has deep eyes. He also has like. He has small eyes, actually. There's a lot in the eyes. Like, if you get the eyes right, then, you know. We saw that yesterday with Buzz Lightyear, even like. I'm really gonna put together a a pure ref thingy. So you're gonna see some of my reference here. Poof. There you go. Because this one is good because we kind of have the aligned. This one we have this artwork by, I'm gonna say the name here, Mr. Magnolia, if that is indeed who drew it. Yes, it is. Thank you, Mr. Magnolia. Also, this drawing by Evan Cart. I'm kind of using because I see a little bit more of the lines here. But these are two drawings, right? So, but it kind of helps for the stylization of it. Then we have one from Doctor Strange, and that'll be kind of be good to kind of, because we see that his eyes take up a lot less space in his head here, even if we do it stylized. Like here they are bigger, right? So that's a little bit stylized to make them a little bit more attractive, more feminine looking. So we're gonna approach this a little bit more, but even then they need to be a little bit smaller. A lot smaller actually. Because that really defines the character as well. And I have a side film from Doctor Strange here as well that I'm gonna put to next to the drawing here that kind of approximates how he looks a little bit more. I'm just gonna put this on my other screen here. There we go. And then we can kind of do this a little bit better. So then we're gonna transform Patrick Swayze into Benedict Cumberbatch. I'm always taking like fan art drawings or like just concept art, but always a little bit grain of salt because there's always a little bit more yeah, okay, let's do the eyes first because they are distracting me because they're so big. Just make them smaller, a little bit closer to each other. Yeah, definitely. Maybe a little bit lower. Going to sculpt mode. And he has this downwards teardrop shape in his eyes. Yeah, kind of like a little bit of an S-curve here. Oops. Chin less protruding, mouth lower. Definitely a little bit wider. It's wider than his nose. His nose is very cartoony actually, even in real life. But it isn't as big as I thought it was. It just goes a lot smoother here. And I kind of want to accentuate this line here better. There we go. And then kind of draw this in a little bit. Draw it like this. Yeah. Rotating images. I'm kind of trying to sync up. Okay. There's a broader chin, definitely. A rounder chin. It does not that much protruding. Guys. Trying to get everything together, puzzle pieces, bit by bit. It's also an exercise for me, really, in trying to make a little bit more of a realistic character here. I made Snape a couple of years ago, and it kind of turned out not so good. Make the curve here a little bit. I think his hair is a little bit distracting. I'm just gonna hide it real quickly. Well, you know what? Let's not hide it. Let's just fix it. Let's make it a little bit higher. Oops. Text mirror. A little bit thinner here and there. Especially here, like it shouldn't be. I'm just gonna scrape away at this. Looks a little bit too wavy. I think it should be a little bit more. It definitely should have a round shape here, but not too much protruding to one side. It's more of a general sphere shape, because otherwise we imply too much. Yeah. You know. I'm not finishing my sentences for a whole month. It's I'm just gonna smooth this out. I want to keep it as simple as possible, just so that my imagination can kind of fill in the rest, and have to deal with trying to detail this too much already. Okay, yeah, this kind of makes a little bit more sense. Okay. Go back to sculpt mode. Kind of see that. Whoops, X mirror on. I want to make the jaw thinner, maybe higher. Isn't. Yeah, definitely. But then this doesn't go up. slowly but surely. You see what I did there. Maybe it's not as sharp. Like, looks like Sherlock. He looks like Sherlock. Like the move is definitely a hard one. I can see that the upper half is already kinda almost there. His neutral face, his neutral mouth is pretty flat, which is not like really common. He almost got the Patrick Swayze out. He does have a strong chin though. I feel like. What am I missing? Make the eyebrows a little bit softer, imply it a little bit more. A little bit stronger here. Getting there. We are getting there. Okay, I want to do a second attempt at the move. It should definitely be a little bit flatter. There's a lot more value in knowing what you did wrong than doing it right. I think. Of course, doing it right is always nice, but you know, sometimes it feels like a lucky. You know, if you make 100 sculpts, one of them is gonna be great. So. What I'm gonna do is I am gonna join up the shoulders with the head because I feel like that also adds a lot, and I can always rotate them later. So we mesh, join them together. Do that. Okay, let's already fix us some stuff. Flawless. Yeah, I kind of see that the neck should be a little broader. There you go. And like slowly but surely we're approaching him. It's like just seeing. Okay, let's just add some detail to the ear. Oh. What kind of ears does he have? Move the hair for a bit. Yeah. I need to push his eyes a little bit more forwards. There you go. Mm-hmm. Thinner nose, definitely. Pointier. Trying some extreme things to see if I make everything too long or somebody. Okay. Click respond to a message. Yeah, a new Gorillaz song came out. That's awesome. I'll offend a little bit. And if you're asking, hey, are you a Gorillaz fan? Yeah, I am. I have a Gorillaz tattoo, which I'm pretty proud of, so it's a great tattoo. The artist did a very good job. And, putting Gorillaz permanently on my arm. His eyes are tiny. He has tiny eyes. I'm gonna make them even smaller. Just to drive home the point. Not too small though. This one needs to be a little bit longer, so I'm gonna. Because his lips are definitely one of the selling features as well. I just need to flatten out a little bit of this shape, make it a little bit more realistic. Just to see where we are now. Like especially here, like I think, I mean, it's a little bit too sharp. We can kind of. Excuse me. It's also a little bit less extreme here. Let's see if I find another picture here. Yeah. Perfect frontal view of the man. Let's see here. Let's see and adjust. Yeah, I think one of the things missing is kind of like his head is a lot rounder. More X-shaped. Oh, hey there. You want to see this monstrosity? Hello.
Hi.
Pretty thin. You okay? How did it go? Alright. Eigenlijk moet ik door. Busy bee. She doesn't have time for me anymore. I think she's gonna leave me. I'm kidding. I hope. Just kind of use it a little bit. I don't want to do too much detail, but at least I don't want to have weird shapes popping up here. That ain't good reason to. Maybe the nose is a little bit too big. And the rest of the face. My god, it's the eyes. You know what? Okay, I'm just gonna try and find a good frontal picture without too many distractions. Just really front. Front. Some details enough. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, I'm going to do something unprecedented on the show. We're going to use direct, because I'm lost. This phase is too magical. It's too divine. Like, I can't seem to... planes. Import images as planes. I'm just gonna... Whoops. No. What happened? What is that? Oh, masking. I'm gonna insert image. Reference. I can do that. Is that a new feature? Oh. Okay, it's not visible. Oh. Where is it? Where's my... Oh, well, there it is, but how do I see it? Hello? Okay, let's just delete it. I'm just gonna add a image as plain. There we go. Can we have a texture on? Thank you. And we can see here, we weren't too far off, actually. Oops. Like we can kind of go from the nose, the lips might be a little bit higher up. Eyes are even smaller. Are you kidding me? And for the overall shape, I think, yeah, definitely has a little bit more of that X shape. So let's just put this next to it. And, you know, we have a beautiful Benedict looking at a sculpting.
What are you making? What are you making?
What are you thinking?
Yeah, you told me.
What are you making, she asks. But of course, the reason I don't like working this way is, although I kind of get a feel for the frontal view, it doesn't tell me anything about the side view or the three. Like, the most important thing is like the three-dimensional view, because there's a lot of sculpts out there that, if you want to look at front view, it's a perfect match, but then it's kind of like because of the neck, like, goes thicker and goes more into yeah, let's just use the inflate brush here. Then the scrub brush. I think especially in the back here, maybe. Yeah, something like that. The neck is an important detail. How is this man so pretty? He should be ugly. Just kidding. He's strange looking, like definitely. Like he kind of has a strange looking vibe to him. Like also the neck is definitely like shoulders more relaxed. By all means, he shouldn't be this pretty. So the thing that I am gonna keep in mind is I'm making a little bit more of a stylized version, but you should be able to look at it and be like, oh yeah, that's Cumberbatch. Like this all kind of has to go. Oh. He does have a strong jawline, you know. It's just like, yeah, there we go. We're starting to get there. Just to get the jawline in there. Small details. Put the pointed chin. His lips a little bit more forward. But he doesn't have like very protruding lips, actually. Also still looking at my other reference. Let me bring in this line for a second. Bring in this line a little bit. And now he starts to look like it. A little bit. Because like the more stylized I make him, like the more recognizable he's gonna be. Because I've tried to make a super realistic without texture, like he's gonna be hard to recognize. So find the discrepancy about what you want to do. Like if you're making character-like or stylized figures, kind of find the things that are not correct, so to say. Just smooth this out, and now we're getting there. He really has this V shape in his lips. That is luscious. Like from the front he starts to look like it, but at the side view not so much. And now I'm looking at my other reference and kind of figuring out why that is. This is gonna go back. And that's the danger with like doing this kind of method. I feel like, so I try to avoid it most of the time actually. Then you kind of lose a 3D shape. Just like here, like shoulders should be a little bit more forwards. Oops, a little bit too close for comfort. Kind of smooth out the details here that we don't need. Definitely like bigger ears. A little bit flappy ears. Smaller, but la 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 la. Like this is such flat lighting on the right here, and can kind of differentiate a little bit the shape here. So you could bring that in there, right? You could look at the actual lighting and kind of force that in here because we know which way the light comes from, right? And then you can kind of see that in 3D. This doesn't make a lot of sense, of course. Then it's like, how do we fix it? I think the cheekbone should be more to the side, less to the front. Although, yes, low cheekbones, definitely. Go here actually. Yeah, and like this stylization you can't see in this picture, and that's why I'm looking at the 3D pictures, because it kind of emphasizes how his skull looks and how he looks. And then this goes closer to the mouth here, and like here. There we start to go. I definitely want this kind of stylization, right? Okay, like make the lower lip smaller. So we want the eyelids a little bit more. Because we can see here that he actually like it's very connecting eyelids. It's like you always sometimes have to choose which picture you look at, because of course he also ages, sadly enough. But you know, we kind of want to also decide on which version we're going for, right? Now we're starting to get there. Still like not convinced about the 3D shape. I think this might have made the lips a little bit too much. So they're not refined at the moment, right? So smooth this out, redo them. Very rectangular shape in his lips. And kind of, oops, draw a seam here. Get that shape going. Chin a little bit sticking out less. So posters for movies might always be modified a little bit. Also, like what expression you always want to kind of find, like this is almost a mugshot, right? But you almost always want to find like neutral shots, because if you just smile, so much changes in the face that using that as reference might be a little bit dangerous. That's Robert Downey Jr. Okay, this. Yeah, I think let's do flatter. Draw this line in here. Make it look old. Kind of smooth it out again, but it kind of has to be there, you know. this one is good. I want to fatten this up a little bit. Oh yeah, definitely. Bring this higher up. To skinny this down a little bit. Okay, also a better view of this neck here. That a little bit. Simplify a little bit. Maybe get the basic shape in here. Was that you?
It was my stomach.
Oh my.
Sorry.
It's okay. We're just concerned. Yeah, so the thing I notice here actually is that his okay. I mean, Sorry for that. Oops. Okay. Okay, let's I'm gonna stylize him a little bit more now. So what I'm gonna do is get rid of this picture actually. And I am gonna try and find the shapes that really make him take.
Wow, really looking great.
He started to. He was looking like Patrick Swayze like an hour ago. We fixed that. Yeah, but I'm gonna stylize him a little bit.
Well, I mean, Patrick Swayze, Benedict Cumberbatch, they're all good.
Yeah, but I don't want to. Yeah, that's true. I want to stylize him a little bit more so that.
Oh wait, you know that interview I just had?
Wait, hold on. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Need to discuss some private things. Just kidding. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I was saying private things, like doing the thing with the eyebrows. I fill this up a little bit more. So you got a little bit more of a correct muscles here, although he doesn't have like a very strong muscle definition, but you know, it is there. So I need to inflate his cheekbones a little bit and then kind of make it a little bit smoother. You definitely just okay, fun. And good luck!
Thanks.
From everybody in the community.
Right.
Bye. Love you. Chin must be bigger, and so it shall be. Bigger chin. But yeah, you got a point there. Especially like in the profile, it's a little bit of flash here, not too much. The fact that he starts to look like a bald Benedict Cumberbatch is really good. Just gonna correct his skull a little bit. You won't see that, but hey, we could make him bald. You know, define presence. This is definitely a more stylized version. I'm gonna remesh this into a if I'm gonna try some bigger changes, see if it's for the better. Not like this. Okay, first do the eyes. I want the eyes in there. Let's go sculpt mode, turn off X mirror, turn on real Z. I'm gonna put on some music because it's too silent suddenly. Man, I've been getting into Hearts of Iron 4 and that's been a mistake. Jeez. Epic music, sure. There we go. Okay. Let's see if I can find some a little bit more fan art to see which points they really stylize. It brings out the character. It'd be interesting to look at for a second. Yeah, I was doing the eyes. Focus, Cedric. I'm gonna real quickly check if this is applied scale. Cool. Remesh, smooth normals. There we go. Smooth this out a little bit. And then we want to bring in. That's too big. I might need a bit more detail. A bit. Something like this. A little bit smaller. There we go. Bring in the pupil. See how that looks. Very cool, my friend. And what I notice is that the eyes should actually be a little bit closer to the center of the head. So I could cheat it a little bit by rotating them, but you know, correct is correct. Alright, let's get this show on the road and start detailing. Wee! Oh god, nothing happens. Wee! That is terrible. Have a little bit of fun, you know. Start reshaping this. Well, actually, like defining it a little bit better. Change the shape of the eyes here. Bring it out a little bit. I want a little bit thicker eyelids. Push them a little bit here. There we go. Now, first thing I want to do, kind of, is actually, yeah, okay. Pushing this detail. Here we go. Nice. The remesh, go to 0.0035. I don't know. Yay! Okay. No, we're still. Yeah. Let's wait until the white screen. Sorry for if the video or the entire stream is hacking up a bit. There we go. 3 million faces, that'll do. Actually, see a couple like. I think it still need fixing. There we go. Now I want to start stylizing this. I mean, like sharpening it up and bringing in lines like this, right? I kind of see. Okay, I placed these wrong. Nope. Bit sharper here. Push this in a little bit. This area could be a bit flatter actually. Actually fill this in. This brush also needs kind of rework a little bit. Push it kind of down a little bit. Bring the shape of the nose. Sharpen up. Have the lips in a better shape here. And kind of push these edges together. I feel like the nose is a little bit too thick. There we go. Just bring out this detail. Try to get some semblance of an ear in here. Push this really in. This out. Okay, so ears are so weird. We have these two shapes coming together here. It's kind of disappearing in here. I'm very specifically making his ear, I think. So I should probably do it from this side because I'm looking at the ear from that side, so probably a little bit easier. Smooth it out before I start to really push in these shapes. Perfect. I still love playing around with the sculpts, like, I don't want to give them too sharp eyebrows, but I'm looking like, I don't think stylizing that part, or stylizing. Want to be careful about where we place what lines. Right, I'm gonna start looking a little bit at like some details. Deleting some other ones that are not necessary. What was that noise? That was a connection noise, but what connected to my computer? An intruder. What if Benedict Cumberbatch played Voldemort? Doesn't look bad actually. Okay, fine. This is hair. Old age. Yeah, so this is gonna be fun. Okay, so basically what we want to do here is go to sculpt mode. Very specifically looking to a Sherlock hair. So these are curls. What we basically want to do is create. Turn off my X mirror rather, and start like creating these shapes that kind of make sense. It does, like, as Sherlock, he has a very hard divide in his hair, so I'm gonna put this here. There we go. And I'm gonna look for where the hair kind of goes like this, right? So also here it kind of forms that shape lightly. Not too sharp, of course. And then it kind of makes a curling move. See how we do that. Okay, let's inflate some of these shapes, but I'm gonna remesh it in a second. Doesn't come as forward as much. Yeah, and I'm gonna keep the hair soft this time because I can't be bothered to make super stylized hair anymore. Like, I'm gonna try and get some shapes in here, but like a little bit the flow of the hair, you know, like this, big shapes. There we go. I can kind of stylize it a little bit, but yeah, in like bigger terms, I'm gonna trust. Gonna remesh for a second here. Also, there's a remesh with more detail. 0.008 should be enough. There we go. Smooth this out. I think we'd rather want to do this with the blob brush than with anything else. Bigger, better, stronger. Oh. And just kind of push this in if the silhouette doesn't work, right? Just gonna smooth our artifacts out here, as well here. Give them some curls here. and keep it somewhat simple, you know. We could use, I mean, we could like start creating smaller hairs, but to me, I kind of want this to be a little bit like sharper here. So we can claim we made an effort. Nah, just kidding. But you see what I mean? Like, I think I have to rethink how I do hair, because the techniques I'm used to using kind of don't work out in most cases. Just like sometimes they kind of work out, I guess. Just, you know, some simple shapes in here, kind of show the direction of the hair. That should be fine. No, let's not overthink it. I think it might be inflate these a bit. Oops. Alright. You should join Blender Nest's podcast. What's up, Sculpties? What is a Blender Nest podcast? Blender Nest podcast. I can't find that. Did you type it wrong, or is that not a specific podcast? Or am I just like being stupid and not reading it correctly? Of course, kind of wanted to do the things we wanted to do. Scope modes. Kind of want to turn off our X mirror, and then kind of put in a little bit of an expression here. That's already too much. I'm gonna add also eyebrows in a second, but we definitely want to like. Let's think about this. Maybe use a pose brush for this. Is that, oh god, smaller. That's not a possibility, is it? There, art. I also want to save because I'm not doing this again. Blender Nest. Oh, Ducky has a podcast, and he didn't invite me. Oh, he just announced it. Oh yeah, that's a couple of cool guys. Yeah, man. If he reaches out to me, why not? I like to do podcasts. Just gonna keep this straight, you know. And we're just gonna add the add a circle here, downwards. Gonna wireframe. Go back to solid. I'm gonna give this a mirror. And I'm gonna drag this like this, and then we're just gonna press right click, loop tools, relax. Bring this up and then extrude it down. closer to his neck. Of course, kind of want to just more here. And we can do loop tools. No, not loft. Relax. By a bunch. Even overdo it a little bit more. Bring it down a little bit more. You know. I think we're showing a little bit too much here. I'm just gonna do it like this. Relax. Okay, I'm also gonna clip this in the middle here. And then very simply we can do a solidify. There we go. And kind of fix it here and there a little bit. Oh, what's going on? Did he create a tree here? No, that's not a tree. Oh wait, hold on. Hold on. There we go. Okay. It's kind of weird that it's called a Blender podcast. The first Blender podcast outside of Blender Daily. That's not true. We had a Blender podcast. Wasn't that famous, but hey, you know, don't claim to be first. I would talk with him. Yeah, but I definitely feel like I should check the. I'm gonna check it out though. But I feel like I don't know, like this might sound like an insecurity, but it isn't. But I sometimes feel like I am less part of, like, because it's kind of weird that he calls it a Blender podcast, because like I should check out. Probably they're talking about Blender development and all that. I just came to say hi. I have to go to the orchestra, which I haven't been to in 3 weeks. But yeah, have a really nice day, and I hope this sculpt is gonna be beautiful. Yeah, have fun, man. Bring it a little bit. This is like okay, so I want to add first a bevel and put that in front of the angle 60 width, pull it down, segments up. Put it on shade smooth, by the way. Okay, definitely now see that I'm a little bit too extreme on this one. Maybe not extreme here. I love seeing you on the Blender Nest podcast. That would be really cool. Yeah, let's keep on growing, and maybe he'll invite us. Man, they already got a lot of subscribers for just being new. But it's like, yeah, sometimes I feel like I'm not really. I think the idea of a Blender community, like, it's awesome, right? It's cool and all that, and I've definitely been part of that, like, for some time, I guess, and you guys. But I feel like sometimes it's like even CG Matter, he only started using Blender. I don't know. I should listen to the podcast for make judgment, but it's kind of weird. Are they gonna only talk about Blender? Because I don't know if you can fill a full podcast with that, man. turn off the solidify for a second so I can see what I'm doing here. But like it's a bit like how do I say this? It's kind of weird being on Blender podcast because I feel like, is Blender strong enough on its own to fill an entire podcast? We'll see. I'm curious though. Also, why is this not the mirror merge? Yeah, okay. I forgot to turn it off. On. There we go. Now we have a nice little shirt to kind of sell what he is, or who he is. I'm just gonna scrape off a little bit of the chest here. Feels a little bit more like a bust here. There we go. There we go. Sticking out a little bit more. Turn this to 80 maybe. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, let's just apply. Now we can see. Can go to sculpt mode. Just, you know, smooth this. Oops. Smooth this out a little bit. Grab it here. Make this feel a little bit more natural, you know. Thicken this a little bit. There we go. Done. One fun thing, I'm really annoyed that almost all tutorials on YouTube are beginning tutorials. Why aren't there any advanced? And all the advanced tutorials are time lapses. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, honest talk. I'm not done, by the way. I still need to add the eyebrows. So I'm just gonna real quickly hope that the X mirror is not like. I'm gonna add some weird discrepancies. I'm gonna try and follow the shape of his eyebrows here. Come on. Over here once more. Increase the size a little bit. More to the middle, yeah. good. A little bit more definition into this. Adjustments. There we go. But I'm gonna go and have a very nice day. Yeah, you too, man. Have fun at orchestra. Can't believe you didn't go for so long. I'm just kidding, man. Have fun. Okay. Fine. Let's go shading. Ignore the fact that this doesn't work. Although I do think I know why, but I'm gonna give this one a little bit darker. Just gonna give that to the clothes. The eyes I'm gonna make a little bit lighter. Let's light him. He still looks a little bit. I think it's the hair. I think the hair is a little bit weird. But hey, I can live with that. Just scale the hair a little bit. It kind of works. Sometimes simple solutions. Let's see how it looks lit, right? Okay, let's get our camera and put our focus on the eyes. There we go. Let's delete most of the lights here. I said most, not all of them. There we go. Oh, this one didn't even do anything. How could you? Increasing my render time for nothing. I'm gonna already kind of try and find. What I want to try with this one is kind of create a hard shadow edge along those cheekbones. So the way I want to do this is create two lights that kind of create a shadow here, right? Of course, I'm gonna make this one a little brighter. Bring it to 8000. It's too bright. Now I can just. I like to put it just on a high value and then just play with the color. Not this. I want to make more of her. I probably want to make this more. think I forgot something here. Oh, we got sculpting. Oh. Pull it a little bit down. Kinda fix this a little bit too vague here. Just gonna turn on X mirror real quick. There we go. Yeah. Let's also have our like reddish fill light because I really like how that looks on these neutral sculpts. A little more from below. And it fakes a little bit of subsurface scattering. Yeah. Now we can kind of look into lighting the colors. It's gonna fit here. Why did the shading break again? Okay, let's go to my textures folder here. Dirty. Bring in that wiping residue again. Now I'll just select that one. Yeah, there we go. Thought I was missing something. So the eyes, I'll lose the subsurface on that. Might just make this entire piece a little bit more orangey, more saturated here. Also add one on the other side, a bit higher perhaps. Turn down the key light a little bit. Some nice lighting. The fill light a little bit more saturated. Yeah, there we go. What kind of standard is that? We're halfway there. I need to make one new sculpt, but that's gonna be a much more simpler one than this one. So here we go, that's our final render. It looks fine for me, you know? Yeah. because I'm a bit time constrained, so I'm going to save that image in my renders. That's something you've never seen me do. So that's 31. Okay, and now I want to officially finish this by actually... So what am I talking about when I say I still need to make one? Because there's 31 episodes, you all made all of them. But I actually... there is one. The crystalline one. Let's open it up. Which I really, really didn't like. And I tried to add another shader to it. And it was just like, meh. It was this one, right? So. What are we going to do instead? I think I've done this before, but I'm not sure. But I can't find if I've done it before. There's a show called Steven Universe, and you have the crystal gems in there. And I feel like I could just like make a crystal gem. I could just make Steven, you know. But I need model sheets. I need character sheets. There we go. And I feel like I'm just gonna make the so we're going to go back to sculpting here. And I am gonna delete our big fella here. I'm sorry, man. You gotta go. I'm gonna add a cube this time because the shape's kind of a cube. Something like this. Add a cylinder. Cool. And this is gonna be a real simple one. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this, maybe an hour. But just so we have something more decent for the crystal thing. Let's go to 0.1 already. Smooth the normals, remesh. Okay, and get this. And then we can start like, oops, let's turn on our X mirror. Start smoothing this out. You know. Create a crease here. I'm being very rough at the moment. Just to get already the base shape in there. Let's use the flatten tool and then kind of, you know, flatten these shapes. It starts to look pretty good. Then we kind of need to sculpt a face in here, so let's kind of do this. Yeah, okay, still need to. Can already remesh it once if you want. Get rid of this, so we can kind of create this shape moves. Something's going on there. There we go. So a bit more of this shape. You know, just scrape away edges here. Reaffirm the shape a little bit. I need to have some. There we go. That's some good. Wait, that's not. There we go. That'll help us. I kind of want to refixture the shape here. I want to have the head in here, right? And also the glosses. So we're making, I think this one is amethyst or ruby. rather, or I don't know. Such a fan. I did like the show. I never finished watching it, but it's a good show. If you get a chance to watch it, give it a chance. Also, the head should the hair should go further than the head. So definitely by quite a mileage, actually. Let's straighten the neck here. There we go. And of course, that'll probably come with the thickness as well, right? Okay, this one goes. Can use our imagination in the 3D space a little bit. We kind of have a flat surface here, so let's flatten this out and then kind of push those flat sides to the shape they need to be in. Just gonna try and see how the overlaps are gonna work. I think the hair overlaps with the glosses, so yeah, I might put that in there. Oops. Oh, why is the spray brush being so weird? I'm such a weirdo. I've probably just sticking out a little bit. Just come on more this way. A bit straighter. Can remesh it. Okay, now this will react a little bit better. Create a seam here. Thicken the hair. A little bit more realistic lips in 3D. What kind of nose does she have? A little cute button nose here. Okay, cool. Just gonna give that to her. Kind of sticks out a little bit more. Oops. She has this permanent duck face. I love that about her. There you go with the basic shapes. And I feel like this is a little bit of a harder edge as well. A little bit more like this. I can flatten. Whoops. I can flatten this out. I'm gonna remesh it with a bit more. We don't need too much detail for this one, but okay, there we go. Okay, kind of want to push this in. What is up with my spacing? Come on, 5%. There we go. That's better. smooth everything a little bit here, and we can start to really bring in these edges. She's based off of Lady Gaga or something, if I remember correct. Flatten brush to really flatten this, because this is gloss, so this will be really flat. The only thing I do want to keep in there is a little bit the curvature, so kind of scrape these edges a little bit sharper. I don't know. Just go to town with this brush. Bring back her nose somewhat. There you go. Okay, lips. Definitely a little bit more of a chin. And sharp, yeah. Pull the strength down. What is going on? Oh, I'm on the other crease brush. Cool. I did something with that one. Oh, come on. That spacing thing needs to be fixed. Oops. I feel like, why do I feel like I don't have enough detail here? Should be the case. A little bit more realistic proportions. Or well, accurate proportions. What is up with the poly count? Come on. There we go. I'm gonna give up here. No, I'm not giving up. It's maybe a little bit of a harder line here. those cheeks. Oh, yeah. Whoops. Definitely should have made these two different objects. God, how do I solve this? Like, okay, let's make these two different objects because how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna duplicate one. I'm gonna put it over here, and on this one, I'm just gonna scrape away the face. There we go. So the neck needs to go. Everything goes. Just gonna push this. Okay, remesh it. Probably don't need it. Sapphire. This one is a sapphire. It's not sapphire. Okay. Oops. Hope we can fix this. Okay, remeshed again. Again with too much detail, but hey. Okay, I'm gonna go in here, put this to 0.02 for now. Alright, gonna remesh this. So you don't need a lot of detail for this hair. Okay. There we go. And the other side, I am gonna go sculpt mode. That is weird. I'm going to do the opposite. Oh wait, so I'm still in the wrong object, that's why. Sculpt mode, remesh 0.01 maybe. And yeah, that's gonna destroy the detail on the glass a little bit, but hey. Nothing to be done about that. Master Bruce. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go in here and start putting away that here. It doesn't have to go all the way because as long as it's not sticking out, it's fine. Or that we have some weird little artifacts. So I'm gonna compress this nicely. Oh, not the neck. You can kind of see what's wrong here, right? Okay. I'm gonna remesh this. Okay. I'm going to object mode. I'm gonna press Alt G. There we go. The hair we're gonna kind of repair. Gonna bring in the volume back here. Gonna really bring in the shape. Very nice. And then we can now start taking this apart. Oh. And object mode. You want this object? Yes, very good. Take this apart, right? Oh boy, what's going on down here? Oops. So fix that. This is gonna look a little bit fugly for a second here. We can just pick this separately and try to figure out some more realistic proportions here. There are the glasses, the face. I can kind of come up with a way to do the jaw a lot better. Let's use the flatten brush. Let's give her a nice jaw. This would have been impossible with the hair still in the way, right? So we're making it ourselves a lot easier here. Let's go back with the hair, because I need that kind of. Yeah, no. Adjustments are made way easier. Oops. Okay. We could even make the glasses a separate object, really, but you know. Figure out the shape here. Let's flatten it down a little bit. Like this also can go smooth into the hair, right? So it doesn't look like it's kind of fusing with it. All right. So we've not gone in that much detail already. 0.005. Let's go and give her a nice jaw first. Step by step. bring in the mouth line. Bring in the lips. Just the shape, and now we can just probably want to use the blob tool. Fill that in, right? And the crease brush is the worst brush ever created. Sorry. Bit of a rant. All right, let's see the hair. Man, 2 sculpts on a day is draining. Let's first get that shape in here. So already go to a little bit more detail. 0.008. I guess we can go with. I don't preserve. Well, doesn't really matter. I feel like yeah, it feels better. I really want to make this feel like a marshmallow. Without losing its rectangular shape. It's still hair, right? So just following some artworks I think are really nice. Alright, let's go back to the face here and let's start. I'm gonna start detailing this a little bit. I'm listening to a really stupid song. It's like epic music, but it's with somebody singing over it. Ew. I know. A little too much of a seam here. Is Julie alright? No, wait, it's my neighbor. Or is it? My Sherlock kind of turned out weird.
What did you do?
It's another sculpt. I'm just kidding. Oh, that was good. Hey Prater, hi man. Final day already, huh? Yeah, I'm even doing like I finished day 31. I'm currently doing day 14 again. Crystalline, a little more obvious choice here. It's like it was only today that I thought of it. Like I couldn't believe that. Like at the time, I didn't think of this. Like, okay, I'm just gonna. Whoops, sorry. Didn't want to get so close. I'm gonna.
Yeah, drink something. With some
I have
sugar.
water. I'm drinking water.
Come on, how long have you been staring at the screen?
Oh, you're so concerned. It's sweet.
Maybe you should put your glasses on.
Yeah, that's true. I put on my smart glasses. Like how long have you been? I you know, I sometimes do days of like 12 hours in front of my screen. Ah, ew, Coke. I want to drink some water. Good water, healthy water. Oh, that was actually gross. Because the Coke is cold and this is like room temperature. I didn't feel it go down. It was weird. Yeah, but I
You
think
need something to eat.
I'm almost done. So I'm just gonna start. I didn't even like. Just gonna remove this one. Call this no. I'm gonna append. I'm gonna save this.
Hoe
Eh?
lang ga je nog bezig zijn?
2 minuutjes.
Oké.
I'm gonna append. Because my time is also limited today a little bit. Small one with mayo and a burger place. Well, you heard the man.
Come right up.
Oh man, that does sound good now. No, I'm making. Oh damn. No, I want a small one with mayo
What?
and burger.
You want fries? You want French fries?
Say small pizza on it.
I know. You already bought.
I already bought. Yeah.
I mean, we could. I mean, it's not like it's very expensive or anything, but.
Then your friend can pay for her own food. No, just kidding. No, I'll make the pasta tonight.
She's ringing.
Is that true? Okay, I'll make the pasta. Yeah, I'm not gonna be. Oh man, Prater, what are you doing?
You're on a diet.
That's true. I am on a diet. It's going well.
But I ate pizza yesterday.
Yeah, we both shared one large pizza. You know, there were
And
times.
2 side dishes.
Yeah. So what? There were times when I ate a whole large pizza by myself.
Well, I don't care, which is why you have such a stomach right now.
Okay, I'm gonna pen it to clay.
I mean, if you're in your early 20s, you really have to eat a lot, but you're 28.
Don't say my age on stream. People still think I'm like 21 or something.
28.
Yeah. Hey. Where's the end? Oh, there we go. Yeah, I want to remove that. That's still there. That's hilarious. Okay, so I want to put my camera here. Definitely want to put it on square. But this is a bit of a simpler one. I'm going to show you the Sherlock one. Just a second. No, that's the wrong folder. There you go.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah?
I mean, I think
Yeah,
his I mean,
cheekbones. I made him a little bit more stylized.
Yeah, I know, but I think that his chin has to be a lot thinner.
But Sinetson said the chin should be big.
No, because I mean, sure, Robert Downey Jr. has a chin like that, but I think Benedict Cumberbatch is way thinner in his face.
Oh yeah, it's too late for feedback.
I mean, that's my opinion, and I watch Cumberbatch for a long time. I've been watching him for a long time, so I know how he
Yeah,
looks.
but you've been focusing on all the wrong pieces.
Oh, that's not true. You like to watch him too.
Yeah, okay. Enough about that. Let's get back to 3D stuff. So how was the journey, man? Did you enjoy SculptJanuary? Wise man makes pasta. Stop at 30. The weight gain is exponential. Yeah, I definitely until I was 23, I could eat what I want and I would not gain weight at all. I feel like. Okay, I'm gonna change some settings here.
In 2 years, I'm gonna be able to roll him down the stairs.
Oh, come on.
Sorry.
Got lost. Just kidding. Love you. Anyway, I'm gonna bring her collar in that pink. Yeah, that's good. I'm gonna bring in a more neutral color in front. And I'm gonna bring in that reddish color as a fill, just smoothly. I think that adds this is a kind of bounce light, kind of adds something. Here as well, a little bit more fill, maybe from top here. Lower that. I kind of want to turn down the world fog here. So volume scatter. Or it's still on volume scatter. I should put this on the volume BSDF. BSDF. there was one principled volume. Yeah, because it's not BSDF, of course not. And color just turn down. I don't know if it's better, but then the bloom can be kind of turned down as well a little bit, I feel like. Yeah. And then this can kind of bleed a little bit more. A bit hard to rim, and then we can kind of soften this up. Let me make this red light here a little bit brighter. Yeah, cool. Let's run it up. Yeah, pretty happy with that. It's a simpler sculpt, but you know, sometimes you gotta make do with the do. So I'm gonna put this one over here. Something like this. And then I'm gonna put the Sherlock one over here, because you know what time it is. It's that time. Yeah. Okay, we're done. No more Sculpt January. I need to touch up some of them. I'm gonna refix the lighting on some of them, and no more sculpting. I'm never doing sculpting again. No, I'm just kidding. I want to do the thing as I always do with a special shout out. Poof! I want to thank all my Patreons. I especially want to thank my Sir Knights of the Round Table, Sir Taylor Brown and Sir Doki. Thank you for the fantastic support. Also, I want to thank everybody who was on the stream this last month. I want to thank everybody in the chat, everybody who asked questions, everybody who watched in silence, everybody who muted me and just watched, everybody who's supporting the channel by subscribing, liking, leaving comments. Also, Julie saying thank you. This was definitely a journey. Can't wait for next year, actually. And you can expect an announcement video. I'm gonna go over everything as well, like tomorrow. Also, I need to finish up some things tonight. Now I'm first gonna take some rest, but because I haven't stopped working today. I mean, it's a full work day, of course, like that I did today. I mean, it shouldn't be too tiring, but just forward looking to tonight and tomorrow. Still more work, but I'm not complaining. I love doing it. The channel is doing great, so but that's all for tomorrow. I'm gonna write something out. I'm gonna make a video tomorrow. Anyway, I want to thank you all. It's been incredible. We finished this. This is the first Sculpt January I finished, so pretty proud. You know, as an organizer, I should maybe one of the organizers. I should maybe finish it from time to time. But it's been good. My name is Cedric. I love your faces. Julie's here. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye, everybody.